Hello everyone and welcome back to Mo's Moods, and today I might be doing something different. I might be telling a story, so here it goes. Right, this is something very different to what I've done in the past, and this is a story regarding a Tinder date that I went on many moons ago. So it's actually like nearly a couple of years ago now, and I thought I'd just basically tell the story because I've told it to my friends before and they were like, this is actually really funny, you need to make a video out of this. And I was like, not sure if I should really make this public, but I thought, fuck it, let's do it. So basically I met this guy on Tinder, and if you don't know what Tinder is a dating app which you can get on your phone and it's free, and basically you can swipe right if you like someone or swipe left if you don't like someone, and if you swipe right on someone that you like and they swipe right on you, you match, and then you can be able to talk to them, and that is what Tinder is. Don't get me wrong, Tinder has got its perks. I must admit, I've actually met some really close friends from Tinder that are probably friends for life, honestly. But yeah, I've never had success in a relationship from Tinder though, so yeah. I mean, Tinder's good if you want to meet new people, I suppose, but most people are on it for a shag, let's face it. They're on it for a shag. I must admit, I'm not on it for a shag. I'm on it to meet new people because I get bored, right? But anyways, this is a story from 2 years ago of how I took my Tinder date to the orthodontist. So basically, I had to travel to see him and he had to travel to see me, but we met in the city where my uni is. So I had a lecture, and then I don't even know how to explain this, but basically like I had a lecture in where I study, and I said to him, oh, I've got a lecture, so we can maybe meet after my lecture, but I do have an orthodontist appointment at, I think my lecture ended at 12 and then my orthodontist appointment was maybe at 2. So I've already been like having to be by myself for a couple of hours. So I did say to him, like, I can meet you after my orthodontist appointment. And he went, well, to save time, I can meet you before and then I could just go to your appointment with you. And I was like, right, okay, that's fine. Like, okay, cool. Because basically, obviously, I had braces at the time, don't anymore. But I just had to get my braces tightened. So he came with me to the dentist, orthodontist, but this is when people literally thought, when I tell the story, people literally think that he came in the room with me. He didn't. He stayed in the seating area, but that was fine. But it was a bit awkward still because I was like at an orthodontist appointment with a stranger, and literally like I can't even remember how long we were speaking before we did meet, and like I had FaceTimed him before. It's not like I just randomly met up with someone like nah, I don't do that shit. But anyways, this guy, he actually had like, he has a YouTube as well. He was a gamer, but honestly I can't even remember what his channel's called, so I'm scared in case he might see this. Hi anyway. Shit. But basically, like, we went to the orthodontist. Actually, I've kind of skipped ahead. Like, honestly. Fuck. I've skipped ahead a bit. So, I'll explain the orthodontist bit. We just went to the orthodontist and that was it, really. But it's a bit weird how I still took my Tinder date to the orthodontist. But I remember, I was like sitting on a bench, like we were in like a public place. I was sitting on a bench and I was like, oh my god, I'm the first here, I'm shitting it, and like, he texted me, he was like, is that you sitting on the bench? And I was like, yeah, shit, that's me. And I remember turning around and like when he said he was tall, I was like, alright, that's fine. But no, like he was like the size of a fucking tree, like honestly. I'm only 5'3/4", and he was like, I couldn't even tell you, but literally like he had to duck to get under trees, basically. And I was like, oh my god, like I'm a midget and then I'm with this really tall guy. This looks bloody ridiculous. So I felt a bit awkward. I was dead nervous. But anyways, like, I remember we went to like a cafe. This was before the orthodontist. We went to the cafe and we were just sitting chilling, and he literally like pulled out his his organ donor card and was like, oh yeah, just so you know, is if I die, this is my organ donor card, this is like my cards and stuff, my IDs. And I was like, whoa, I just fucking met you, man. Like, well, I didn't say it. I was like, okay. I was like, what the fuck, this is a bit weird. As soon as that happened, I was like, I want to go fucking home. I want to go home. Shit. So anyways, like, after that, we went on a bit of a walk, and then we went to get some food, and went to Frankie and Benny's. It was good, but literally I was that nervous that I was just speaking shite, and I don't like awkward silences, so I speak a load of crap just to make it not awkward. It wasn't awkward because I was speaking a lot of shit really, but then when it came to it, it was nice to be honest, it was alright, and then when it came to the bill, I offered to pay, and then he was like, no, I'll get it. I was like, no, but I feel bad because I'm a person that I don't really like people spend money on me. Like, for example, if I'm in a club and a boy says to me, do you want a drink? I'll say no, because I don't like people spending money on me. It's just me, like, I don't know, like, but I felt bad, but he did pay in the end, but I felt so bad. I was like, I'll get the next time and everything like that. He's like, right, okay, whatever. And then afterwards we just like went on a walk. So we were like walking around the city and everything, and then we came to like this wee cute place that you could sit and all that. And we were sitting down and we were just chatting and everything, but he was making it look like we were like an actual couple. Well, I suppose he was showing his best interests, and then he turned and he asked to kiss me, and I was like, shit, like, so I just made up the excuse going, I don't kiss on the first date and all this shit. To be honest, no, he was a nice boy and everything, but I just didn't see the spark. And I was like, shit, he's just asked to kiss me. So I was like, no, I don't kiss on the first date, even though I do, like, well, not all the time. Just depends on the person. But when he asked, I was like, no, so I don't kiss on the first date and all that shit. And he was like, alright, okay, fair enough. I was like, oh, yikes. So anyways, went on, like, we just kept walking and stuff until it was quite late, and he walked me to like the car park where my car was parked. And I gave him a hug back, I went thanks and everything like that, and then I was like, shit, I'm going to now have to tell this really nice boy that I'm not so interested. And it was hard because I don't like doing that, and it's really shit. But me being me and don't like doing shit like this over phone call or FaceTime, I texted him. I don't even have the text, would have been better if I had the text, shit. But basically it was just kind of saying that I had a really good time, I just don't see a spark there, I don't see in that way. I was like, but I did have a really good time and I really appreciate it, I'm glad we did do it and everything. Well, hey fucking ho, he took a fucking turn and had a massive go at me going, you're just like all the rest. I feel like I've just been used and everything. I was like, calm down yourself, like, I was being dead nice, I just want to be your friend. But after that, Christ, I felt like I got a slap in the face. Honestly, I was like, oh my god. So next thing you know, he's like, delete me off everything, delete my number and all that. And I was like, gee whiz, you're like, Christ. I just wanted to be friends with him, like, calm down, pipe down, man, Christ. He's like, delete me off everything, delete my number, you're a bitch and everything like that. And I was like, oh. Put my hands up here, I just wanted to make a friend. I thought it was, to be honest, it was a bit of a weird date. He was a bit weird, but it was nice overall, I suppose. But yeah, but I'm lost for words. But like, with the reaction that he responded to me with, like, calling me a bitch and all the words under the sun, I was like, Christ almighty. Well, next thing you know, I got to delete him off everything. He's already done it. Woohoo! But I suppose you can get successful Tinder dates, and you can get dates like the one I literally just told the story about. But honestly, like, that was a weird date. Glad done it though, because I think it was like one of my first ever Tinder dates. It's like, so I was only 18 and I'm going to be 20 now, so it was 2 years ago, and oh my gosh, like, you do get successful dates. Like, I've met people before that I've really liked over here and we got on really well. I've made like as I said before, I've made friends for life over it, and like honestly, it has its perks, it has its disadvantages, but overall, if you want a shag, you're best just to go on Tinder really and find someone who's keen also. But anyways, that's the end of my story really. If you'd like to hear another Tinder story, don't forget to give this video a like and please subscribe to my channel for future videos. Anyways, wherever you are, I hope you have a lovely day and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Right boys, what is it?
YouTube most moods.
Not being on anything, I promise. Just paracetamol.
So come and give it to me.